Our next speaker is Lena Jo. Lena Jo is a woman full of energy and creativity. A creativity which she tirelessly uses when helping others, awakening their dreams and finding their calling in life. She's a constant learner in many different areas of life. She is a physiotherapist, family counselor, pastor, teacher, business owner, a direct selling distributor for Zinzino, a certified John Maxwell coach, and a speaker, and is, at the time of writing, the first and only gender intelligence life and business Mars Venus coach in Sweden. She is also active as a counselor and intercessor at the healing retreats with Eliel Ministry Sweden. She is a co-author of many devotional books and the up-and-coming book Love and Coaching, written together with John Gray and other Mars Venus coaches. She is also the author of the up-and-coming book Women with Life Power: How to Achieve the Life of Your Dreams Without Sacrificing Your Values. It is a personality development book mixed with interviews of Sweden's most successful female leaders in different direct selling companies. The life stories, together with the teaching that Lena has given all over the world, from Sweden to Kenya, on how to achieve a power life with purpose, is a must in your toolbox for finding and stand firm in your calling and purpose. She has a genuine heart and passion for helping people reach their fullest potential and in all areas of life and live and the life of their dreams.
Do you know that we right now are in the middle of a global pandemic? And I'm not talking about COVID. No, I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about the pandemic that is spreading like a fire in a forest all over the world, and especially among the young generation. It's a pandemic that is destroying the foundation for our well-being, our physical as well as our mental well-being. It is destroying our cells, the cells that our body is built up of. Every tissue, every limb, the person you are, actually. It's a foundation, the building blocks of your body. And this pandemic is depriving us of our cognitive functions and the mental stability, and also the physical health, as I told you. But the sad thing is that most of us, we are not aware of it. And if we are not aware of it, how are we going to prevent it? Or how are we going to take care of it? Protect ourselves from it? And the consequences. How can we protect ourselves from the consequences? Well, everything starts with clarity. So, do you know if you are in the safe zone or the danger zone? And how can I know if I am? I'm glad you asked. My name is Lena Jo, and I'm a physiotherapist from Sweden. I'm also a health and life power coach. And I help you to get clarity by test-based nutrition. But I not only give you clarity, I also find a way how to prevent and how to come out of this pandemic. I will show you that in 120 days you can know if you're out or not. Do you want to know how? What a relief. I'm on a mission to inspire change in life, and I would hate it if you missed out on it. Do you see this box? It contains a little needle, like this, and a special paper. And with this, I can give you clarity. Clarity on how your balance of your fatty acids are. And that will show if you have escaped the pandemic or not. If you are in the safe zone or in the danger zone. You take the needle and you prick the finger and you put it on a special paper and you send it to a prestigious laboratory in Norway. And in 2 weeks' time, you will get the answer. Have you been able to escape the pandemic or not? 2 of the essential fatty acids in our body is omega-3 and omega-2. Omega-3 and omega-6, sorry. And the omega-6 is inflammatory and the omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. And with creation, we should have equal amount of both of these, both the omega-3 and omega-6. And if we don't, it will happen something. You know, if you have too much of the inflammatory, something will happen in your body. So it should be the ratio 1:1. But in Europe, the ratio is 15:1. Also 15 times more of omega-6 than omega-3. So 15 times more of the inflammatory than the anti-inflammatory. It is as if we have 15 fires in our body, but only one firefighter. And in the USA, it's even worse. It's 25:1. And in India, it's 40:1. And most of us don't know what's happening inside our body. So what do you think? What can happen if you have these 15 fires going on in your body? You can ask yourself, how does it come that so many of the autoimmune system diseases has increased? How does it come that children have so much allergies? How does it come that the neuropsychiatric diseases diagnoses have skyrocketed? How does it come that children have diabetes too? How does it come that dementia and Alzheimer is creeping down in the ages? Well, there are a lot of reasons probably, but what we can say is that omega-3 balanced oil have a function on different parts of the body. The European Food Safety Authority, they claim that to have a normal, optimal brain function, for example, you need these things. It is something that helps your brain to work normally. And not just that, it keeps your heart and your blood vessels sound, and the immune system is working much better, and your intestines and gut is healthy, and if your gut is healthy, your brain is healthy. You know, they say that the gut is your second brain, and also the joints and the muscles. So do you want to protect your body from what an imbalance of the fatty acids can do to you? Then take the test, get clarity, and if you are in the danger zone, take action. You have to have a stable fatty acid, omega-3 fatty acid, with polyphenols, because then it stays stable until it goes into your cells. People with mental health problems, they're also increasing. And there's also with the children, they have a hard time with this right now. And the brain is a captain of our well-being, of our mind. And if we don't have optimal brain function, things will happen. It will affect our behavior. And the brain, it is 60% fat. And if you have the right fat, it works good. If you don't have the right fat or the right percentage of the right fat, it will be consequences. They did a research with people that had drug problems. And what they saw, they measured their omega-3 balance. And what they saw was that when they could balance the fatty acids so that they got more omega-3 in the body to less than 5:1, they could see a huge difference in the behavior of the people. How they coped with anger and anxiety. The outbursts of anger and anxiety went lower. The depression went lower. Confusion and fatigue, everything of those decreased. And the energy level went up. So they got more energy and were less angry. And isn't that what we see with the young people today? They get more depressed, more angry, have a lot of anxiety and worry and stress, and they don't have so much energy. And it's not just the young people with the neuropsychiatric diagnosis. No, it's everybody. Well, not everybody, but many. So what if we could turn this pandemic around? Just by testing. Test-based nutrition, not guess-based nutrition, but test-based nutrition. To get clarity and offer a simple balance oil to change the circumstances for the cells in your body and change the life of people. I'm looking for people to work with me to do this. If you have an urge to help people change their life, both physically, mentally, health-wise, but also wealth-wise, if you start working with me, of course, then just connect with me and I'll see what we can do. As a life power coach, I try to help people with all levels of life to gain life power or to grow life power so that you can have the power to really enjoy life. And actually, I started with this when I was really in the bottom. I had a car accident. It was 20 years ago now. And I got a lot of stress symptoms after this car crash. I couldn't find myself. I had vanished. Lena was no more. I was so stressed out, I couldn't work properly. I had been working part-time for 10 years because I couldn't work more because all these stress symptoms with tinnitus, dizziness, my balance was not okay, or I lost my memory in the end. I had so much stress symptoms and I didn't know what to do. Nothing helped, but a friend showed me the test, and of course I was not in balance. And I took action, and after 120 days, my life started to change. My mind started functioning again. My stress symptoms disappeared. And that was something that really changed my life. I could start doing things again. I was another mother, another wife, another friend. My mental state was not like this, it was stable. But it was not just these things that helped me. Our creator is a creative person. I know, just the word creator shows that it's something creative, and we are made into his image. So, of course, we have a lot of creativity in us, and we want to be creative. And if we are creative, we feel better. So, during this period, I started to paint. I'd always been drawing, but now I started to paint. I needed these colors. The color of me had disappeared, and I needed to get them into my life again. And when the color mixed with water, because I was working in watercolor, something happened. I saw it flowing into the paper and creating beautiful textures. And I got peace in mind. And I got joy. I started to become myself again. I reappeared. The old Lena was back. And I thought, if it can help me, then probably it will help others. So I added life power art into my program. And it's both that I paint paintings that is full of colors, vibrant, life-affirming, and I hope they will give hope for the future for the people who are watching them. But not just that. I arrange art retreats, both in beautiful Sweden, but also abroad, for people to be able to reconnect with themselves through art, through color, through watercolor. And this spring, I was with a group in Cyprus. We were painting and having a good time. And perhaps that is something that you also want to do. Have an art adventure to gain or grow your life power again. And to really have life power in the fullest, it's something that we really, really, really need, and that is other people. Other people are the best thing for our well-being. And that's why I'm so happy that I can be here. Even if I'm not in person, I still can meet you through internet. And that is so amazing to have people from all over the world to connect with. And we shouldn't forget that we need each other to come together like this. It gives us joy and life power. Just a smile or a hello. So if you want to continue to connect with me, I hope you can scan this QR code to my link tree and keep in touch with me. if you just want to talk, or if you want to have coaching, or if you want to go to an art retreat, or test if you are in the safe zone or the danger zone. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm so happy to meet all of you, and I hope we will meet in person another time. Thank you. Bye-bye.